Way! Look at that video. That video is amazing. New video, new logo. It's still the same show with new guests. I'm backstage tonight. Lovdev Barpaga, as always. But we had the fabulous Rob Thomas behind the scenes last week. Today, he gets to host the show. Let's bring him on.
Hey!
The man.
Hey! Hey!
And he
It's
made
all
the video.
happening.
Amazing, loved it.
That's the new
It's
video.
all
Yeah,
happening.
yeah. It was epic. It was a bit too epic, if honest. And then when it cut, there was a bit of a come down there, wasn't there? It was just like cut.
Just like I wasn't too sure when it was going to end, but it ended.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't like there were any clues with the seconds counting down or anything. I don't blame you, Lovdev, for missing that.
Right, Rob. Have a good MC. I'm going to bring on the guest. All right, I'll see you in a bit.
Have a good produce, mate. Thank you very much, Lovdev. Welcome to the 17th episode of UK Pun Off. We're all very excited. We've got a couple of really good guests here. Steve is on time, punctual. Yeah, he's always on time. He's been here in the background for about 2.5 hours, prepping his jokes to send in. Don't forget, you can send them in if you're on the feed on Facebook or on Twitter, I believe, via Periscope. You should be able to send your jokes in, so get involved. And with a bit of luck, we'll be able to hear them, read them out, and react to them and give them a great big thumbs up. So without any further ado, going to introduce some of the regulars, starting off with the wonderful, the amazing Mr. Iain MacDonald. Welcome, Iain.
Hi, Rob. How are we doing?
There he is. Good, thanks, Iain. Yeah, this is my first time presenting the show. You've obviously done it as an old veteran. Any tips, mate?
Yeah, just don't look at any of the times that I've done it, or do the exact opposite. That should set you in good stead.
Okay, either of those two options, and I'm sorted, am I? I feel more terrified than I was before. I think the main benefit of hosting it is that I don't have to sort of prepare a load of jokes. I can just run with it. That is how it works, right?
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
Good, just checking. Fun galore coming up. So welcome again, Iain. Looking forward to hearing the stuff you've got for us. And we'll bring on our next regular. It's the maestro himself, fresh back from Spain, just in time to beat the quarantine cut off. It's Mr. Julian Lee.
Ooh, hello.
Look at that. Look at that pre-quarantine tan that you're rocking there, Julian. Come on, how close was it getting into the country?
Oh, I think I beat it by 22 hours. So, it wasn't quite the James Bond excitement, but it was good timing. It was good.
It's enough to exaggerate and put on Facebook, isn't it? That call it like 2 hours.
Yeah, 22 minutes. That's what I should have said.
Yeah. Well, glad you made it, mate. Are you up for this one? You got some good stuff ready for us?
Well, actually, it feels ages since I've been doing some gags on here, so I am quite excited for tonight. So let's hope on a bit of fun with it.
Yep. So rusty by skin tone and rusty by by joke writing levels. We'll find out where you're at. So now I'm going to introduce the first of our two guests on the show. This is a fantastic act who Mock the Week's Gary Delaney described as one of the country's best new gag writers. That's pretty high kudos from Mr. Delaney there. So he's a quick-fire gag merchant in the tradition of your Milton Jones and your Stuart Francis, and he's a pro comic gigging all around the country. So we're thrilled to have him. Welcome, Mr. Phil Paggett.
Hello.
There he is.
What a warm welcome. That's lovely. Hi, guys.
Was it accurate?
Oh, yeah, spot on, mate. Spot on. Couldn't have
That's
said
great.
it better myself.
Lovely.
Though, later on.
Lovely to see you, Phil. And we've not met before, so nice to meet you. You look in a very studious setting there. You got kind of filing system and some intellectual books behind you, and the glow of the monitor in your glasses looks good as well. Was that intentional to set that up for the show?
Yeah, it's just trying to psych everyone else out. They'll be looking at me and they'll be seeing the glow and they'll thinking this guy means some serious business. I better work my game.
It's hypnotic. I'm having to avert just to not get drawn in.
Is that better?
Oh gosh, yeah. It's you look great. You look great. You look
Can
great.
I just mention? Sorry to interrupt. That if you dye your hair silver, Phil, you could make a living as an Alan Pardew lookalike. You really could.
You think? Yeah.
Well, I think that is the way forward.
Well, considering the state that the live comedy scene's in at the moment, it might be my only option. So
there you go.
Thanks for the heads up.
No worries.
I thought you were going to say partridge for a minute there, and I just took a turn at the last second. Aha! We're going to bring on our second guest. This is someone who's been on the show before. I met Kat at the UK Pun Championship, so she smashed it on there and was an absolute hit, and she's a fantastic joke writer as well. So please welcome, with applause, the wonderful Kat Molinari.
Hi, everyone.
How you doing, Kat?
I'm good. Are you?
Yeah, pretty good. How have you found the last week? How's lockdown treating you as we go into this weird new stage with masks and all that? How are you finding it?
Well, I work in a care home at the moment, so I've been trying to, still social distance as much as possible because I don't want to kill all my patients most of the time. So yeah, I'm just trying to be safe.
It's the first rule of care home club, isn't it, that, Kat?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't kill all the patients. If you stick to that, you'll pass your probation and you'll go far.
Exactly. I don't think it's much.
So, Kat, it's good to have you on. You've been on before, right? Did I get that right?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it was.
And is there anything you've taken from the experience last time that you think you're going to use to tweak what you do today?
Make sure you're looking at the screen and not your notes next to you and shuffling, and that's all I've taken from the last time, really.
What I will say, Kat, I know we haven't got into the jokes yet, but you're most definitely, you win the Best Lit award. I don't know if you're channeling the nucleus of the sun in through your window there. What is creative? Have you got a device?
No, it's just daylight on your face does the trick. It just, it's like your face is a giant light, so no one can see your spots or anything. It's great.
The more blanched out you can get, the better. Exactly.
It's like my face is a light. It's great. I'm so white, I could probably talk back to the police.
That's a lovely line. That I like that one. And you are indeed shining a wonderful light into the care home where your day job is, and here tonight on the UK Pun Off. We're looking forward to hearing what you got lined up. So without further ado, we're going to crack on. The way this show works is we have 6 topics which have been advertised in advance. You might have seen them for a couple of days on Facebook. We've got Netflix, health, golf, fashion, zoos, artists. All of our acts have got a few jokes ready to hit us with, and then you, the viewing audience, can vote via Facebook and Twitter and whatever else we may be on as to the winner of each round. And then we'll have a winner of the round, and we'll have an overall winner after we've had the 6 rounds. No prizes, just massive amounts of kudos to take into the week. So for what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our producer for each of the topics, and he's going to randomly pick the topic. So we can go back to Lovdev, our wonderful producer, and find out with a bit of luck what the first topic is going to be. Here we go, Lovdev.
Right, I thought I'd choose health, as all the gyms have opened back up now, and everyone's trying to get healthy. So get your health puns out.
Great, health it is. Thanks, Lovdev. So the first topic is health, fitness, anything along those lines. And we're going to go clockwise from me as I see it on the screen. So that's going to be Julian, and then we'll go to Phil, and then we'll go to Kat, and then we'll go to Ian. So Julian, the first on the topic of health, over to you.
Well, it's a bit embarrassing, but it hurts when I wee down there. So I've gone to my health insurer and I put in a PPI claim.
Yeah, well, I hope it comes through for you, mate. Let's get it flowing. Lovely. So next one on health, over to you, Phil.
Okay, Anusol. Not my favourite medication, but it's up there.
Lovely, Phil. I mean, not lovely. It's horrific, but thank you for that. Kat.
I used to paint whilst on the exercise bikes because I wanted to keep my heart rate up.
Very good. That works nicely with accent as well. That. Thanks, Kat, for that.
Representing the north.
Yeah, only works in the north. Ian.
Right, well, I thought that I'd formulated my own eczema cream, but when I found out that it didn't work, I just had to start from scratch.
That's lovely, mate. And I think we've all learnt there that there is more than one way of pronouncing eczema. Zooming on, let's go to the second of the health round. Julian.
I went on safari last summer, and I got flattened by the head of the parade. And ever since then, I've had underlying health problems.
Nice. Yeah, he's the main man. He's the main man. Over to you, Phil.
Well, I'm a smoker, right? So I got myself a terrible cough, and I went to see my GP, and he said, "Well, I suppose you know the cause." I said, "Of course I do. It's an Irish band, 3 sisters and a brother."
Oh, mate. Lovely. Let's go for Kat. Your second, please.
Guns N' Roses have re-recorded an old classic of theirs for prostate cancer. It's called Movember Rain. Yes.
Yeah, it's good. And just before I go to Ian for his second joke of the round, can I remind everybody to get your votes in? So you do it on Facebook, you do it on Twitter, and we need to see those votes coming in now for who you should think who you think should win this round. But just hold a second and let's hear Ian's final joke on the subject of health. Ian.
Is it not my second joke?
There's 3. You go around 3 times.
What did I say? Did I say final? Sorry, mate. Second.
Yeah.
Of 3.
Second.
Go.
Was it because of my pronunciation of eczema? Just sort of threw you, sort of thing.
Yeah, sorry. It doesn't take much to throw me, mate. It doesn't take much to throw me. Go for it. 2 of 3.
We're actually signed up. So if I should die, my remains go to my local kebab house. It's my donor card.
Yep. And they'd probably use it. They're not fussy. So let's go for the third and final. This time I can say it. Over to you, Julian.
Well, I went to the sexual health clinic, and they took a black and white photo of my penis. Sepia? No, it's getting better now, thank you.
Oh, gosh. That linked nicely with the PPI. I like that one, Julian. Thanks a lot. Over to you for third and final. Phil.
Okay. I'm not a big drinker myself. I'm trying to look after myself a bit more. But I tell you what. I tell you who can't hold his drink. Abu Hamza. Because he's got no hands, you see.
Yeah, it's a good joke. That's got a nice hook to it. Lovely. Let's go for your final one, Kat.
Yeah, my diabetic friend and I first bonded when I handed her my Lucozade while she was having a hypo. We glucose after that.
Nice. And your last one, Ian, and then we really can get the votes coming. Over to you, Ian.
Right, well, do you know that there's a game that Dwayne Johnson, John Paul II, and all dentists play? Yeah, it's rock, paper, and scissors.
Wow. Yeah. Levels. We love a few levels. So thank you. There we go. That's the end of the health round. So get your votes in. Don't forget as well that there's no fee to come and watch this. We do it for now, but we would like to pay our guests a little bit of something, and also there's a few fees we pay for all this hosting that makes it look nice, as you see. So you'll see on the bottom there, you've got the link that you can go to our fan page on Joke Pit. That's www.jokepit.com/fan page/UK Punoff, and there you can sign up to get reminders for each episode every week, and also donate if necessary. So we're going to head to our producer backstage, the wonderful Lovdev, and hear what kind of stuff you've been sending in. Lovdev.
Right, we got one from Ian Bowden. Short skeletons tell a few lies, but tall skeletons are more fibia. There we go. There's one from Steve. Not a fan of local anesthetic. I prefer mine to be shipped in from overseas. I didn't get that one either. Graham Cheek, a married nurse. It wasn't too short or too tall. She's a midwife. Okay. There we go. Yeah, did you hear about this one? Did you hear about the NHS? They're now running a short on hand wash. The situation is soapless. As in hopeless. Did you hear that? Did you hear the laughter? Oh, okay. Next one, Mark Wilson. Someone's stolen all of my jokes about insomnia, but aren't going to lose any sleep over it. Eamon Goodfellow, I'm on a diet of just eating Rowan Atkinson's videos. I'm full of beans.
Nice.
Yeah, full of beans.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. Again, Iain MacDonald found her love. EA. Oh, pharmacist. Get your votes in, guys. Okay, I'll do one more. Here's another one from Mark Wilson. Went to the doctor and told him I felt run down. You feel tired? He asked. No, I replied. I've got tire tracks down my back. Right, that's it. I'll see you in a bit.
Wow. Thanks for sending all those in. If any of you are wondering why I wasn't doing my usual laughter as Lovdev read them out, it's because I'm counting up the votes. And we have a bunch of votes for Kat, Phil and Ian. But unless someone pops in right this second, the winner of that round is the wonderful Julian. So Julian wins that round. 4 votes, Julian. 4. 4 votes. Lovedev's back to tell us what the next round is going to be. You're muted, mate. You're muted, but I guess you're giving us a clue that it's Zoom.
It could have been Netflix.
No, it could have been Netflix.
Not all Tiger King. Zoo jokes.
Zoos. So it's definitely zoos, Lovdev. Right, it's zoos. Whatever it is, it's zoos. So we're going to go the other way around this time, which means we're going to start with Ian, then I'm going to go to Kat, then I'm going to Phil, then I go to Julian. So, Ian, you're first on zoos, please.
Right. I used to visit my collection of birds quite regularly. Now I just go every once in a while.
Nice. Nice. Over to you, Kat.
My mum actually tried to get rid of me as a kid by sitting me with the meerkats and hoping no one would notice. But the thing is, I'm not a meerkat. I was just a meerkat.
Nice. Yeah, nice joke. I'll be nicking that one later. I'm sure it'll still work. Phil.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Hello. So my... Oh, am I going yet?
Phil, go.
Cool. My favourite bit of the zoo is the reptile house. And it's great if you ever get to see 2 tortoises having sex. Because they start off very tentative, but pretty soon they're coming out of the shell.
There we go. It's a nice, rude one. Well played, Phil. Let's go, Julian.
Well, someone asked us if there was a way you could say phonetically if you were taking a radioactive image of an American in a wildlife toilet. That says X-ray Yankee Zoo Blue.
Yeah. A lot of knowledge needed for that. A lot of knowledge. Very nice. Thank you, Julian. Ian.
Right, there was this children's zoo that instead of feeding the animals, you had to touch and kiss them passionately. It was a heavy petting zoo.
That's nice. That's one of those where we're almost ahead of you and you just get in there. Well played, Ian. Kat.
I was going to make a pun about Dumbo, but that's circus, not zoo, so it'd be irrelevant.
Sharp. Nice. Over to you, Phil.
Took my 5-year-old nephew to the zoo, which was really good because he got 50% off after the lions had been at him.
That's good. They ate half his nephew. Love it, mate. Let's go, Julian, to finish off second time round. Go, Julian.
I tried to take me tiger loaf into the zoo, but the animal rights people don't like that because they don't like bred in captivity.
Oh my gosh.
Cats,
well,
that's my favourite reaction of the night so far. Thank you.
I love that.
Makes it all worthwhile, doesn't it? Well played, Julian. Don't forget to weigh up who you think is winning the round as we head into the third and final set on the topic of zoos. Over to you, Ian.
Okay, there is a zoo that encourages their animals to have threesomes. It's a menagerie à trois.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, mate. Over to you, Kat.
A milkshake company is giving away free bottles at selected wildlife parks, but you've got to check your zoo first. I don't know. Only really big milkshake fans will get that. So.
Yeah, I class myself as an upper medium level milkshake fan, so that one. It's obviously Yazoo is the milkshake, right?
That's right. Yeah, and it sounds like Yazoo because Yazoo. Do you get it? So it's yeah.
It's just they're so much better when they're fully explained. It just really helps.
I know. I think I wrote that one though.
Nice, nice. All the boys in the yard for that one. We're going to Phil.
What's orange and sounds like a parrot? Cilla Black. One for the kids there.
Mate. That's freaking brilliant. Good of you to chuck that one in there, Chuck. Very nice. Let's go, Julian. Your third and final.
Right, well, actually, I normally do. I genuinely normally do a couple of zoo jokes in me set, but I've tried to avoid them today, so I'm just basically going some credit for that. So these are all non-set jokes. But did you hear about the pandas from Edinburgh Zoo? They've had to go into rehab because they've really been caning it.
Oh.
Nice. Nothing patchy about that one, Julian. Well played. So unless anybody waves at me, I believe that's we've all done 3. And so we're going to head off to the wonderful Lovdev. Don't forget to decide who you think should win and vote now. Now is the time when you vote, people. If you want someone to win this round, vote for them now on your social media streams. Over to you, Lovdev.
Right, vote now. There we go. Okay. Right, lots of you have been in touch. Ben Hemmett, gift shops at zoos are on the way out. Yeah, they're always at the end. Well done, Ben. Okay. Nathan's been in. I've met with a bunch of animals online. It was a Zoom meeting. Okay, Ash Preston, Rapunzel.
Oh.
Is Ash?
That was a vote for me, I think.
I think it was a vote for you, yeah. Mark Wilson went to the zoo and all they had was one dog. It was a Shih Tzu. Classic joke there, Mark. We did have one from Rory. Rory's in now. Rory Jones. I went to the zoo and saw a monkey with an egg whites and sugar on its head. It was a orangutan. Andy Thomas. Hello, Andy. What do you call a donkey with no arms, no legs, no head, and no body? An ass.
Oh my gosh.
Polecat, stoats, ferrets, mink, otters, badgers, weasel words for roadkill. The votes are coming in. Right, Anthony, here's one from Anthony. My son has tantrum. I don't take him to the zoo, but I refuse to pander to him. Shall I do one more?
Do it.
Love the Yazoo joke. There we go. I think that's a vote there. Okay, how many have we got, Rob?
So, including that one from Tandy there. Thanks for voting, Tandy. Who did the Cilla Black joke again?
Phil
Paggett.
Okay, so hang on a minute. There's a vote there. Let me just add it up. Yeah, so the winner of that round, the number of votes are going up with 5 votes. It's Julian again. Well played, Julian. Kat was a close second in that one. Well played, Julian. So that's 2 rounds to 0 to the mighty Julian. So come on, the rest of you. You got 4 more rounds to go. So let's check in with Lovdev and find out what the topic is for round 3.
Your next topic is men behind me back, fashion.
That's a different topic altogether.
I was going to say, why couldn't we have that one?
Yeah. We've got golf, artists, Netflix. It could have been any of them, really, couldn't it? That one, but it's not. It's fashion. Fantastic topic. And this time we're going to go around in a random order, which is going to be: I'm going to do Phil first, then I'm going to go to Julian, then I'm going to go to Kat, and then I'm going to go to Ian. So that's the order for this random round on fashion. Starting off with you, Phil.
Well, I was going to do a fashion pun, but I haven't got one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice. Julian.
When I did my dissertation for the history of female fashion, I spent a lot of time looking at women's skirts.
Oh my gosh. That's over to you, Kat.
My mum said that she always knew that I was bisexual, which is why she dressed me in rainbow colours when she took me out. She knew how to rock a bye, baby.
Nice. That's another one I can nick from you and try later on. Ian.
Right, when an overweight person asks me whether they should throw away their lighter clothes and buy darker colours to make them look slimmer, I just recommend they save money and diet. Diet.
Yeah.
The only thing that's tied here.
To their problem. Second time round on the subject of fashion. Let's go to you, Phil.
Okay, shirt pockets are a subject close to my heart.
Nice. Thanks, Phil. Let's go to you, Julian.
I've set up a fashion line for online transvestites. It's called Click and Drag.
Great, can do a business partnership with Rockabye Baby there. So, yeah. Set up a business empire that will take over the world. Over to you, Kat.
If you're talking about lesbian foot fashion, I'd love to converse. It's funny because it's true.
Ian.
Right, would you like to know how to iron jeans? Here, let me demonstrate.
Very good, I like it.
Demonstrate. That's beautiful, mate. So for the third and final, don't forget to think about who you're going to vote for, people, and also don't forget the donation link at the bottom. If you think we're worth chucking a few quid for what's going to be, by the end of this, 150 plus jokes, then please do donate as we go into third and final section of fashion with Phil.
All right, what idiot called it a jock strap and not a ball gown?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Nice gag. Over to you, Julian.
Can you believe there's even a dress code for Nando's now? You can't get in unless you're wearing a Fred Perry.
Nice. Over to you for your last one, Kat.
Stop. Can you just stop calling my bedazzled vagina a vajazzle? It's called a glamour puss. I know, it wasn't very funny.
I'm sure we'll all take that advice on board, won't we? So, Ian, to finish us off.
Right, another ironing one. Whenever I iron my trousers, there appears to be a growing amount of wrinkles towards the center of my leg. Yeah. It looks as if they're on the increase. Now,
I love that.
That's what it seems anyway.
Hey.
Nice.
I think we should have a subject just on ironing next week. Just on iron.
I love the fact that on the subject of fashion, two of our men come up with ironing jokes, and quite technical ones as well about, the increase. That's
right. Well, I'll warn you now. Wait till we get to the golf round.
Nah.
Yeah, more ironing jokes, I guess. So again, unless anyone waves, for me, that's all three on the fashion. So you need to get your votes in now. I can see a few votes coming in already, and we'll hand back to our producer to see what you've been sending in, Lovdev.
There we go. Still men behind me back. Okay. Ian Bowden. I like wearing a violin on my head, a viola around my neck, a cello around my waist, a carry double bass. It's my favorite ensemble.
Ensemble.
I'm never reading Ian Boulder's jokes again. I asked my boss if we could do dress down Friday at work. She said to me, not in a month of Sundays. Boom, there you go. Graham Tree, do you like my hedge? It was planted in the swinging 60s by Leslie Hornby. Don't get it. Okay, no, Ian, not reading yours. I bought my wife some for her feet. She loves her Jimmy Choo Choos. Jimmy Choo Choos. I saw one here from Rory. Very good. My wife said that she looked great in a camouflage dress. Couldn't see it myself. Mark Wilson, my sister, said she knew how to make a jumper in 10 seconds, but I think she's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. Other votes coming in. Get your votes. I'll read 2 more. Pitter patter, potter patter, pit pat, meow. That was the catwalk.
Well played, Andy.
Oh, that's what I read. All right, here's one from Eamon. The remaining Beatles will be cremated and launched into a space, creating a Stella McCartney.
Right.
Stella McCartney, there you go. Who's winning then?
Right, well, we've had a massive turnaround because this round, Julian, you've scored a massive 0. So, I mean, I don't normally announce zeros because it's a bit harsh, but you've smashed it so far, so I thought I'd let you know this one. So the winner of this round with a humongous hang on a minute. Yeah, oh no, it's 4 each. We've got 4 for Kat and 4 for Ian. So unless somebody votes in the next few seconds, we're going to have a tiebreaker. Kat and Ian, you might want to have a quick think about another joke on the subject of fashion, whether you've got one ready or not. So we're going to go to Ian. What have you got, Ian?
Right. I was tasked with writing a joke about smoking whilst getting dressed, but I failed to do it in time. It was clothes, but no cigar.
Good. Yeah, it makes sense. Logical. Kat, what have you got?
So I thought the hairdo of the summer would be bangs, but apparently this August the fringe has been cancelled.
Very good. And I've had 1 vote for each since you started saying those things. So we're just going to give it a few seconds to see if we get one more in. Otherwise, I'm calling it a tie and you can have half a point each. So 5, get your votes in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Absolutely no further votes. So I'm calling that one a tie. Kat and Ian share the round. So it's half a point to each of you. There you go. Enjoy it.
Ian, a bit late.
Yeah, thanks, Ian, for your vote there. It just came in a bit late. There's obviously going to be a little bit of lag. And let's go to Lovdev for the 4th topic of the day.
Right. Your next one is tune in. It's Netflix.
Netflix, nice. And speaking of lag, I'm going to start with the laggiest person on screen today, and that's the wonderful Phil. So I'm going to say over to you, Phil, but then actually keep talking for a second whilst it hits and lands.
Okay. So my favourite Netflix show is House of Cards. Although it started well, but when they added more episodes, it fell apart.
Hey, lovely, Phil. Thank you very much. We're going to go Ian, Kat, Julian. That's the random order for this one. So over to you for your first Netflix joke, Ian.
Okay, I sung this Christmas song out in the street about a big cat woman that fed her husband to a tiger. I was Carol Buskin.
Thank you, Ian. Over to you, Kat.
I have a similar one, but it's not the same. So, where is it? So, the lady from Tiger King looks like she's obeying all the right steps to stop spreading COVID-19 when she's out shopping. Carol Baskin.
Nice. Contemporary. Let's go to Julian.
Well, my favourite actor in The Irishman, when it was on Netflix, was the one who wore beige trousers and ate muesli all the time. It was Al Pacino.
Lovely, mate. So let's go around the houses again. Over to Phil.
So I watched on Netflix the movie 16 Candles. but it turned out to just be that Two Ronnie sketch 4 times in a row.
Oh my gosh.
Another one
Lovely,
for the
mate.
kids there.
Yeah. It's that's bang up to date. That, thank you, mate. Ian.
Right, my brother asked me for an alternative to Netflix as he really misses the adverts and pop-ups. He said, really? YouTube. Yeah.
Is
Tube's
tube an
up
insult?
here. Yeah. I was going to preface that joke with, I don't know if it's a bit too Scottish, but yeah.
That
It
sounds-
seems it is.
That sounds super regional. We'll probably Google it and find out it's used, within a mile and a half of your house. But I like it anyway, because, you live and learn on this show as well. So thanks for that, Ian. Over to you, Kat.
So every Halloween, I dress as Alex from Orange is the New Black and go and hit the lesbian bars and pull. The girls really like the taste of my Voss water. Filthy and niche. I don't care, I'm keeping it. Alex Voss. Come on, guys.
It's filthy niche. You don't care, you're keeping it, and that's fine, because you said it anyway.
Own it.
Happened.
Own it, Kat.
Right, let's go to Julian.
My favourite series on Netflix is the one where the devil smells toilets. Lucifer.
Oh my gosh. Loose sniffer. Oh my gosh. That's amazing, mate. So let's go for the final one in the Netflix round. Off to Phil.
So the other day I was watching this film with a talking dog, and I said, "Shut up! I'm trying to listen."
Oh gosh. Amazing, mate. Ian.
Right, hopefully this isn't as regional, but let's go for it. I asked my brother if he caught the documentary about the Walk in the Wild Side singer. He said, Hulu? I said, no, it was on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm catching up. My cogs are turning. I'm there.
Hulu.
I'm there. Thank you. Kat.
The Simpsons are doing a spoof episode of a Netflix horror series that focuses on Bart's best friend, The Haunting of the Mill House.
Yeah, nice. One for the fans. Nice. And Julian, for your third and final.
Well, I don't know if you say it's a pretty new documentary series. It's on Netflix. It's Fear City, New York versus the Mafia, and I'm obsessed with it. And I've gone to the doctors because I can't stop talking like the people from that documentary, and the doctor says I've got bronchitis.
Nice, lovely. So that's the end of our Netflix round. Grab yourself a cup of coffee as we get Lovdev up. Remember to vote. Now's the time to vote. Over to you, Lovdev.
Right, here's one from Ian Bowden. Something about Ket Fix and Chill. Okay, good.
Poor old Ian.
Poor old Ian. Ben, I was very upset to hear the Netflix did not consider casting Bill Oddie in Bird Box. Okay, just me. Watch that show.
That's an oldie but a goodie.
Hey.
There's a new version for Coastal Estate Chavvy women. It's called Sketflix. No, okay.
Classist, but okay.
The best shows on Netflix are the fishing shows. You just can't beat them for the online content. Online. Okay. I wanted to watch BDSM on Netflix, but I couldn't afford the subs.
Yeah.
Newcastle, YouTube, years before YouTube.
Come on, Julian, you should have known that then.
That's referring to you, is it, Ian?
I think so.
Netflix are making an extended version of the full Monty. It's called Montgomery. Was it Montgomery? Looks like we've got a clear winner. Everyone has voted for that exact person. While we do that, my daughter watches the TV with the fridge door open. The youth of today. This is how you Netflix and chill.
Pinnock, Lovdev, you're not half right there. Good news for you, Phil. You've absolutely smashed it. 12 votes for Phil and much less for other people. Well played, Phil. That's an absolute monster victory. So with 2 rounds to go, we've got Julian on 2 rounds. We've got Phil just won that one, and Kat and Ian sharing a half each. So with 2 rounds to go, those of you who are good at maths can work out it's wide open. It's like the final day of the Premier League. All sorts can happen. Don't forget to donate if you want to donate a few quid so that we can pay our guests and pay to keep the stream up and running as we go into our 5th round of 6. And we head over to Lovdev to find out what it'll be.
We're all going to join the club. It's golf.
Hey, nice one, mate. You got it down to a T. Oh gosh, just thought I'd use that one up before someone else does. Throw a bit of a challenge in there. So we're going to go as we did in round 1 this time. We'll go around clockwise from me. So that means Julian first, then Phil, then Kat, then Ian. The subject is golf. Over to you, Julian.
I was talking to me very posh psychiatrist who I've been seeing since I got attacked by a psycho with a golf club. And I says, look, I'm very nervous about going outside since I got attacked by that psycho with a golf club. He said, 1 wood. I said, no, it was a 5 iron, actually.
Brilliant. Those iron jokes are on the increase, aren't they? Let's move on to Phil.
Okay, I really want to have sex in a golf buggy, just so I can shout, "Who's the caddy?"
Nice. Over to you, Kat.
There's actually a sci-fi film about golf coming out, Power Wars.
Power Wars. Nice. Over to you, Ian.
Right, well, there was a golfer with a lisp that disproved the misconception that he always landed in the sandy area of the golf course. He was a myth debunker.
I once kicked a gorgon out of bed, debunking the myth. It's similar but different. So, first time round, good work. Back to you, Julian, for number 2.
The best handicapper on the film Rocky 4 was Golf Lundgren.
Oh, lovely. Over to you, Phil, for your second, please.
Okay. Fred Astaire used to play golf on a hotel roof. He was putting on the Ritz.
Nice.
Nice.
Over to you, Kat.
So I wish men approach sex with women like they approach golf. Maybe that way they'd actually find the sweet spot.
Nice. I thought it'd be a hole-in-one joke, but it wasn't. You went a different way. Well played.
Yeah.
Lovely. Over to you, Ian.
Right, well, I got drunk on little bottles of whiskey and rum while I was playing pitch and putt. It was miniature golf.
Nice. You all got together in the minibar afterwards. So, final joke on the subject of golf. Over to you, Julian.
Yeah, Rory McIlroy was about 50 yards wide of the fairway when he realised he had a shortage of bondage equipment. He was out of bounds.
What a thing to realise, eh, Julian? But I'm in shortage. Mate. Let's go to Phil.
All right. Well, President Trump is a big fan of golf, of course, which is probably why he spends so much time in the bunker.
Nice. You wedged that one in nicely there. Like it. Over to you, Kat.
Okay. As a bisexual, I'm terrible at golf myself because I never know which way to swing.
Nice.
Yeah. Which would be ridiculous. The ball was going backwards. Like, that's never gonna. You know what I mean? What a nightmare. Get that one sorted. Over to you for your final one, Ian.
Right, the one we've all been waiting for. When I'm in my car, I use this huge golf club to get the creases out of my clothes. It's my driving iron.
There it is. There it is.
Nice.
Can I just mention?
Go on, Julian.
Sorry to interrupt there, but a joke isn't a very good joke, but I wanted to tell because the punchline was Sebi Ballesteroids.
It's a lovely way of delivering the joke, that, Julian. I like that. Like, you don't need the build-up, just Sevi Ballesteroids. It's like...
There you go.
I'm pumped after that one. That's fantastic. So let's get those votes in. I can see they're coming in already. And let's head back to producer Lovdev. What's going on?
Right. Okay, here we go. Tiger Woods is quite an angry bloke, but all I did was compliment on his new golf buggy, and he went off on one. Whee. Mark Wilson, I have to take... excuse me. I have to take a spare pair of socks when I play golf in case I get a hole-in-one. Rory Jones, I've got a problem with my golf game down to a T. Ian Bowden, Fairwood. Thank you, Ian. Oh, he's got another one. Own driver. Wow, that's great. Okay. At the end of a long round, I like to hobble slowly over to the club foothouse. No.
Club foot.
One more. Here we go. Have I done this one? No, I haven't. What's a golfer's favourite part of the day? Tea time.
Nice. Everyone can get that one.
We all got that one.
Yeah. The whole planet can finally relax and get a joke.
That's one from Rory. My wife says I'm obsessed by golf, but I managed to putter straight. Putter straight. There we go. Oh, it looks kind of even on the scoreboard.
Yeah, well, it's surprisingly not. If you add them all up, left hand, I think I've got it right. Anyway, tell me if I'm wrong, but for me, that's a bit of a landslide for Ian on this. So Ian, that puts you
Iron jokes work.
on 1.5. Yeah, have I got that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Have I? Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think I have. So yeah, that's Ian. So Ian's on 1.5. So thanks for voting, everybody. Remember to keep those votes coming in. Please check the link at the bottom of the screen, scrolling along now to donate if you can, of course. And we're heading now, I do believe, into the final round with 11 minutes to go of this show. The final round. Wow. Julian on 2, Phil on 1, Kat on 0.5, and Ian on 1.5. So it's up for grabs. And I think we can work it out. But Lovdev, what we got left?
Artists.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah. Brilliantly 150 artists watching the show switch off, having had their profession so well described by Lovdev there. Drawing and all that. It's the subject is artists. Let's get that right. So this is artists. We're going to go the anti-clockwise route. So that's going to mean we're going to start with Ian, then we're going to go Kat, and then we're going to go Phil, and then we're going to go Julian to kick off the final round. Artists, over to you, Ian.
Okay, well, I'm an artist, which is the only way I'm going to get this joke to work now. I'm an artist, and I've got a wooden board with loads of colours on it. But I must say that I prefer licking the purple and greens to the blue and yellows. I've got quite a sophisticated palette. Irons.
Yeah. No, that's a good joke. You had a couple of linguistic stumbles on the way, but it was worth it. Good joke. Over to you, Kat.
It's another gay one. When you look closely at some of Picasso's work, you can see 2 women having sex. I didn't actually know that he did finger painting.
Wow. Picasso that one out. Over to you, Phil, and I'll talk over the delay for 2 seconds. Start now.
Okay, so I found some cans of beer that had been mysteriously left on a wall. Yeah. Anyway, it turns out it was Banksy's bitter.
Lovely. Over to you, Julian.
I'm a regular visitor to the art gallery. I have a Cézanne ticket.
I like that. Over to you, Ian.
Right. Well, there was an early Renaissance painter that wanted to add some spicy heat to his meal. So he went to the shops and bought a chili.
What did he buy?
A chili.
Oh,
Chili.
Thanks, mate.
I got it.
Over to you, Kat.
So apparently the animator for The Simpsons actually created Ned Flanders by accident. Someone asked how, and he said, well, I was just feeling a bit doodly.
Nice. You a big Simpsons fan, Kat? That's a couple we've had, isn't it?
I know, yeah, I am. As it goes, I am.
That's good. We'll keep an eye out for those. Lovely. Over to you, Phil. Talking the gap. Still talking in the gap.
Okay, security guards at Picasso exhibitions, they need to have eyes in the back of their head.
Nice surreal joke there. Over to you, Julian.
When I was a kid, I always wanted to be a stencil artist. I just wasn't cut out for it.
And final run of the final round. Over to you, Ian.
Right. Well, one of the most influential artists of the 20th century from Yorkshire was asked if his name was actually Scottish. He said, "Och nay."
Yeah.
Nice joke about the Bradford Grammar School alumni there. Well played. And allowed me to reveal the one fact I know about him. So thank you. Over to you, Kat.
I was once told that I looked like the lady that sang the song Wuthering Heights if she were a massive stoner. So Kate Cush. So stoned.
That's good. I'd hear more of that. Maybe the tiebreaker will need it. Let's see. Over to you, Phil.
All right. So my dyslexic friend went to a Dali exhibition, and he was very disappointed because it was just full of own brand groceries. Anyway, it turns out he'd gone to Aldi.
Nice. Over to you, Julian, to finish us off.
Right. Well, the Parisian street where they used to paint all the curvy ladies was the Rue Bernesque.
Yep. Lovely. Thank you. So that brings us to the end of the artists round. It's vote time, people. Let's break the record for voting. Let's smash through the 20-odd barrier. So get the votes coming in now as Lovdev reads us some of your submissions on the subject of artists. Lovdev.
Right. I don't want to be cruel to Ian because he's still sending in the puns. No, sticks eels up his bum. Brilliant. Glenn Hammett. I saw a painting in a gallery that hadn't been taken out of its bubble wrap. The tour guy said it was Papa.
Papa.
Okay. Mark Wilson. Picasso couldn't eat spicy or sugary food. He had a delicate palate. Palate. I don't know. Norman Trousers. Oh, you got one I can read. You could own paintings by all the greats, but you'd still be poor if you had no money.
Nice. Well read.
Okay, there's a pun.
Well read.
Eamon Goodfellow Theatre brought our camper van for vegans. It's called a Caravigo. Or is it Veggio?
Caravaggio.
God's sake, you gave me this job. A lot of people whinge about art, but we're all like, Monet, Monet. That's same as the other one, isn't it? Tattoo is an art, isn't it? Yeah, I got a tattoo on my upper torso. Some of my famous artists have a chest to draw us. God, I'm struggling here. Okay. Steve the Juggler again. Dreamt up a new colour to paint with, but it turned out to be a pigment of my imagination.
I like that.
Well
I like that.
done. Right, how's the vote getting on?
Well, yeah, they've been flying in. We've got a clear winner. I guess I'm stalling for a few seconds just to check if there's any more coming in. And the winner of this round, and therefore the winner of the 17th UK Pun-Off, is Julian Lee. There he is. All the plaudits to the man beneath me. Well played, Julian. Obviously, you've been away, you've had a break, you've got a bit of sun, you've come back, you've escaped the quarantine, and now you've just won a global contest. How do you feel?
Well, do you know what it is? The more fun you have with the show, the better the more we get out of it. And that's what I'm trying to have today, just have a bit of fun with it. And it was worth it. Thank you. Well
played, mate. I think, if we take one thing away, fun, then the world will be a better place. Now, so we have our winner. It's the wonderful Julian. Thank you to all our guests and contestants for chipping in. What I'm going to do now is just see if anyone's got anything they want to plug that's coming up, that they're working on, or that they're doing. Thanks for the applause from Elaine there. 3 sets of applause. That's lovely for half of us. So we'll start with our winner. We'll start with you, Julian. You got anything going on?
Just before that, Rob, can I just say it? First time you presented it, I think you've done a grand job. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Not much going on comedy-wise, but if you don't mind, as just mentioning, about 4 weeks ago, I did a charity online DJ set where we raised some money for the Marie Curie Hospice in Newcastle. I'm doing another one this Saturday at 8 o'clock. We're raising money for cancer research. So if you like music and you're stuck in on Saturday night, check out my comedy page because we're putting the DJ set out on that. Cheers.
Lovely. So a DJ online show for Marie Curie. You're calling it radioactivity, right?
It's for cancer research this time, but it was Marie Curie last time.
Yeah, just change it back to Marie Curie and call it radioactivity, mate.
I'll do that.
They should drive things.
I'll let cancer research know that if they had a better punchline, we'd be raising money for them, but not this week.
Oh, gosh. Thank you very much, Julian. So we'll go around to Phil and then we'll have Kat and Ian. So over to you, Phil. Have you got anything going on? What's happening in your professional performing world, Phil?
Well, the podcast that I do with 2 other Brummie comedians, James Cook and Craig Dealey, is called News with Jokes. That's where we go through the morning papers and just make up jokes based on the headlines. We've had a bit of time off over the COVID period because difficulty, finding anything other than that to talk about. But we're starting that up in the next couple of weeks. So if you go on to News with Jokes on Twitter, you'll be able to find links to the podcast there. Well, and you can check out the old episodes, and the new ones will be coming soon. And also follow me on Twitter if you want. That's at Phil_Paggett.
Thanks, Phil. Yep. So the Twitter handles, everybody are on screen, as you can see there. And I just Googled News with Jokes podcast, and it came up with said podcast, as you would hope with search engines. But that looks like the real deal. So do check that one out. Over to you, Kat. What's going on?
Not much with me, just with work and whatever, but my partner does have a streaming service called Social Distance Warriors. Lot of fun stuff on there. We're in a few weeks' time, we're probably going to be adding a section to it where me and him get super stoned and watch horror films. So keeping that, we're just trying to figure out the name for it. But yeah, if you like watching people high as fuck watch weird stuff, then yeah.
And I'm sure there's thousands of people out there that love that. Social Distance Warriors, great name, by the way. It's worth checking out just the name alone. And over to you, Ian.
Yeah, not got anything really coming up. anytime soon. In a couple of weeks, I'll probably have another Buzzword show. So if you want to check that page out on Facebook, it's at UK Buzzwords. It's basically a comedy bingo night where you can win money just for listening to comedy.
Awesome, mate. Thank you very much, Ian. Lovdev, anything going on for you?
No, nothing at all. Thank you. Good night.
Lovdev will be heading off to his intellectual figures of history reading lessons for the rest of the summer, and I'm sure he'll smash that. I do need to let everybody know as we call it a night that on next week we've got some fantastic guests. We've got Demeanor Harmony, Daniel Humbarger, brilliant name. What a name, Daniel. Daniel Humbarger and Ben Emmett are going to be bringing the craziness next week. So once again, massive thank you to our guests. Thank you to Lovdev behind the scenes. We're getting enough claps. Look at this. Something's gone viral. It's gone viral. Hey, everybody, wear your masks. need protected from all these claps. Oh, we've got the clap. Oh my gosh, it's an endless pool of clap-based jokes. It also looks like people washing their hands with sanitizer as well, doesn't it? So it's relevant on so many levels.
Looks like chickens to me.
It looks like chickens to Julian. There we go. That's going to be the catchphrase of this show from here on. It looks like chickens to me. Good night. See you same time, same place next week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take it easy. Ta-da.
Thanks, guys. Bye.